What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be looking at the second most important rule that got me to 2000 rating on chess.com, and this rule is play with the pieces before the pawns. Now this rule especially applies in the middle games and the openings, and I wouldn't say it always holds true, but if you're not sure what move to make, then this is a really good rule to fall back on. So let me guys show you some examples of this rule in play. By the way guys, when I say second most important, I'm just talking chronologically. I made another video called most important rule to get to 2000, and I'll link that above, and honestly that was just the first one I thought of, but I think this one is equally as important. But anyway, this is the first position we have here. I'm playing black, and essentially my plan was to go a5, a4, and then b4, and if he takes, I'll get this nice square for my knight, and that was essentially what I tried to do, and as you can see I followed through that plan. But the issue is, like I said in the rule, I'm pushing my pawns before I develop my pieces, and I quickly just end up getting a worse position. I lose my knight, and notice how it's really annoying. Now he's attacking this, none of my pieces are really developed. So if we go back here, right, what do you guys think the most natural move in this position for black is? When I look at it, in my opinion, the most natural move is just to develop the bishop, and then on the next move maybe we could bring the queen here, and then we could think about pushing these pawns. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, based on the engine, the best move here is f5, so it is pushing the pawn, and that does make sense because it comes with tempo, but I think this is a very simple move that is still good, and like I said, if you don't know what move to play, this is a really good rule to fall back on. It might not always be the best move, but you really can't go wrong if you play like this, especially when it comes to getting to 2000. I really had this issue where I needed to be a perfectionist with my moves, but if you just play natural moves that develop your pieces and then you focus on pushing the pawns, I promise you it will help your rating. So here, in my opinion, even though f5 based on the engine is the best move, I really don't think you can go wrong with this move. And then you bring your queen here, and then your position is safe, your pieces are developed, and then you can focus on pushing your pawns or going here if that is what your plan is. This is the second position. I'm playing black again, and here I played b5. I think I was trying to get space on the queen side, and I also didn't want his bishop to park right there. But like I said, before pushing the pawns, you want to see what pieces need to improve here. And when I look at this position, I think this rook isn't really doing anything. Let's bring it over to the open file. Now, again, this is the second best move according to the engine, but f5, again, is the best move because there's something concrete. So I guess it's kind of proving our rule wrong right now. But I think f5, yeah, there's something concrete. You're just going to push the pawn and essentially try to trap the bishop, so you're getting tempos. But again, you really can't go wrong with this move. And compared to the move I made, b4, it's just like, before you make a move like b4, you need to think. Just ask yourself, what pieces need to be improved? That's a simple way to find better moves. If you're just shoving pawns up the board and you don't have pieces developed when they easily could be, you're making a mistake. It's easy to just make the most natural moves with the pieces, and then once you've done that and your pieces are in good positions, then start playing with the pawns. So I have one more position for you guys, and let's pull it up right now. Alright, so in this game I'm actually playing my coach. He's an international master. I'm playing a white, and he blunders with bishop g4, and there's a nice tactic here. Pause the video and see if you can find it. So the move here is bishop takes h7 check, the king takes, and then we slide the knight in with check, and we pick up the bishop, and we just got an extra pawn. We played a couple more moves, and in this position, I played the move g4, which completely breaks our rule. As you can see here, we have not developed the bishop, and I'm pushing the pawns, just creating weaknesses that eventually he ended up exploiting, and I ended up losing the game. Partly because I was just pushing the pawns, creating weaknesses without having my pieces developed. So a good move here would have been just literally bishop d2, or the best move according to the engine is just bringing the knight back, and then eventually bringing the bishop here. Or, I mean, this is a line that the engine gives, just going there and there. I don't know why he'd move his bishop back there though, but it's just about developing the pieces before pushing the pawns. So yeah, I forgot he could even just bring his knight to h4, and now I didn't want his knight coming in here, so because he could go here and then maybe go there. So I ended up pushing f4 too, and in the long term, I had a lot of weaknesses, and I was doing too much with my pawns instead of, this is simple, just develop the bishop. You can't go wrong with that. I still have pretty slight advantage here, but it's nothing crazy. but I'm up a pawn, and it's not as bad as creating these weaknesses that he can end up exploiting, especially when you don't have your pieces developed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys can implement this lesson in your games. Remember, you generally want to be playing with the pieces before your pawns. So if you learned something, then please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.